Welcome back to Tailgate Sports Media. I am Devin. This is my good friend Ray, the premier
Hello.
podcast for sports, mostly football, and of course, the most important part of the tailgate of sports, the tailgate. And we are here
I mean, we're
15
here.
minutes after the Spurs game ended.
I mean, we're here.
We're here.
To the three of you, we showed up. We did we do what we need to do. Yeah. He's got, as you can see, he's got tea. I do as well.
Both drinking tea tonight.
Yeah. I liked it better um in the third quarter when I thought the Knicks just had it and they were going to run away with it. I could concede. And granted, the Spurs did what they were supposed to do, but they gave me hope, and that was the worst part.
Yeah. Um. Fuck, man. Let's just get into it. Great first quarter. Like always, the Spurs always seem to have a great first quarter and then hand the game off. I'm not sure how that happens. Um, Wimby was better in the second half than he was in the previous three halves. Fox was a lot better than he was in game one. First off, congratulations to the Spurs Western Conference Finals champs.
Yeah. Hey,
Okay,
clap it up there. We
yeah,
we
yeah.
got our
Let's
merch.
get back to it. You're down 0-2 in a
Yeah,
series where you had home field. You had home court advantage, and the Knicks are good. The Knicks are good.
yeah,
And I don't
they
think
are.
anyone. I don't think anyone. Well, nobody that
Nobody paying
smarter than the
attention.
average bear thought the Knicks were bad or wouldn't be able to stand up because the Knicks were the only team that had the Spurs number throughout the year. Um, that all right. Let me get my thoughts together. I'm a little depressed right now. Castle turnovers are killer. We lost this game on turnovers. Castle having 20 something turnovers in two games is crazy. And appreciate the physicality, appreciate the defense, but if when you're playing defense, you stop someone from scoring 50% of the time, but then they score off of almost every turnover you give up, you kind of negate the defense. Um, and the turnover at the end by Wimby was the dagger in the heart. That one kind of put it away.
But it didn't though, because it
I
all
mean,
came down. Yep.
they had a shot, but when it comes down to it, um, you got the ball, you got less than 10 seconds. Maybe he was expecting the timeout. Uh, but it's kind of like, and of course, you do some crazy shit in basketball with the no look pass and all that. But like when I'm communicating with somebody, my number one rule is like, hey, listen, if I don't make eye contact with you, I don't know what you said, right? If I don't see you, don't pass me the ball. So, yeah,
Yeah. Unfortunately, this
we're
is
all
starting to
sad right now.
feel. Unfortunately, this is starting to feel like when LeBron came to town in the finals, and he was the young star in Cleveland, and the Spurs came in, and of course we won that series, but LeBron just
Right.
wasn't
And
ready.
well, it's a really, none of these Spurs players are in the prime. Well, a lot of these Spurs players aren't in their prime. They're young guys on rookie contracts.
But
They
yeah.
still have they're still going to get physically better, and then mentally they're going to make leaps and bounds. I think mentally is the big one.
Mm.
These guys are going to be superstars. For them to be where they're at such a young age is crazy. On the other side, you have the Knicks who play great defense. They have an elite level defense. They're all guys who work well together, but they're, you got a bunch of guys there that are in their prime, that are playing their best basketball. And it shows. They stay consistent. Uh, they kind of slowed down at the end, which is what I think let the Spurs back into it. Um, Spurs play good slow basketball. You have to press the advantage when you play Spurs. If you play fast, you're playing against their weakness, which is fast basketball. They're better with the slower basketball. Take your time, set the defense, let stuff develop on the offense, make some passes. Um, I'll be honest right now. I can't watch Castle or Fox go at the lane and take a shot without passing the ball once. Fox wasn't as bad. Castle was really bad about bringing the ball down, setting up at the 3-point line, dribbling for 10 seconds, and then trying to fight his way to the basket, never making it, taking a bad shot, or losing it.
Mhm.
Um, and that hurts.
Yeah, I mean, especially since this is, you know, the city of, you know, 12 pass basketball.
Yeah, you would like to see it.
And they've done it at
Um,
times.
I mean, they know how to do it. And they've done it before. It's just sometimes you get that, okay, I'm gonna make a drive here, I'm gonna play physical basketball, and it doesn't happen. But I think it's also harder to make those drives when you sit there and you dribble and you dribble and you dribble and you dribble and dribble, and then you make a drive and then everyone just collapses on you because everyone's got set. There's no one else is moving trying to make something happen to get people out of position, and everyone just collapses on you. You don't get anywhere, especially when you end up taking the shot and you don't get a pass out.
Yeah, and I think that goes back to your point. It's like this is a young team. You know, they've got to get that like, oh, I'm in the finals. I'm gonna put the team on my back out of the way.
Yeah. I think this is the second youngest finals team to ever play, if I remember the stat that I saw. Um, yeah, second youngest finals team to ever make it. So the inexperience is showing. As these guys get more physically mature and they get more, get that basketball IQ, then they're going to be a threat. The series isn't over, but when you're down 0-2 when you had home court, that you better see some crazy stuff on the road. I think this game showed that the Spurs can be competitive. They know what they have to do to for success, but now they have to replicate it, and succeed at it on the road. Um, get rested up, come out and play your best basketball from minute one to minute 48. You can't have, oh, I had a great second half. Oh, I had a great first half. It's got to be 48 minutes of greatness
Mhm.
if you're going to pull this series out. You have to win at least one on the road. If you win two, well, you
Yeah,
might as well just be at zero.
yeah, we're back. We're right back in it.
Yeah.
But going into
Um,
Madison Square Garden and getting two is, you know, a crazy task. It's not
yeah,
impossible, but it's just a lot to ask.
yeah, against a veteran team with playoff experience, yeah, it's going to be insane. Um, hopefully they're watching a lot of LeBron clips down 3-1, making the
Mhm.
comeback. Uh, but yeah, that's all I got on the NBA right now. Raven, you got anything to add?
I mean, we went honking, but it's not really, we're not really, I'm not really in the mood to talk about it.
We did go honking for the Western Conference Final win. Hopefully video will be out soon on that.
Yeah. The rumors are
It
true.
was
They be
it
twerking.
was they be twerking. Rumors were true, they be twerking. Um, rumors were true, they be flashing. They be fighting, they be peeling out, they be shooting off fireworks, and they be honking.
And they do be honking.
What are the five core, you got the five D's of dodgeball. What are the five core elements of honking?
I mean, I'm sure if I,
Honk,
yeah,
twerk, fight, flash, and honk. You know,
there you go.
couldn't have said it better myself.
Yep.
And I did say it. So Moving on, Raymond. I
Yeah.
think you got our notes here for some
Yep. Yep.
NFL news, which we do have some big NFL news this week. Maybe I
Yeah.
can be slightly less depressed talking about the NFL.
Yeah. Um, I mean, yeah, right. Oh, all right. Yeah, I'll get it.
Salute.
Okay. Salud. Um, that's the T. So, I mean, by now, everybody knows Browns made a trade that I guess benefits them. Miles Garrett's now in LA. Miles Garrett is a Ram. I believe traded him for a first round. You know what? It's before I go talking on my ass, let me go get the deets. So the Browns get a 2027 first round, a 2028 second round, a 2029 third round, and Jared Verse. So they get a replacement edge and three picks. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Rams standing by their fuck them picks doctrine. So West Coast is going through it right now. You know, the Seahawks, they probably feel like we do right now.
Um, the most disturbing thing to come out of this trade, one is the Browns are undoing the damage from the Deshaun Watson trade.
Yeah,
Funny
okay.
enough, Miles Garrett was like, "Hey man, bring him in. Don't worry, bring him in, do it." And now he's like, "Hey, fuck this place, I'm out." Um, the most disturbing thing to come out of this is the possibility of Aaron Donald unretiring to come play a season or
That's
two
where I
with
was about to
Miles
go
Garrett.
next.
However long it takes for it to happen. Um,
Y'all done fucked up and woke up Aaron Donald.
yeah, yeah. And and what I've said before, I've said to multiple people, you can't double team two guys on the defensive line, right?
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, good. It's not a
You
good
could,
idea.
just theoretically, it also leaves one of your guys double teamed.
Fair enough.
So your center's eating is on his ass every play, and then you got two guys on your quarterback. Better have a mobile quarterback. Um, yeah, that it's a wild trade. It works out good for both teams, honestly. Um, the Browns have a great defense. They still have a good player. It's not Miles Garrett, but it's a good player. But they get those draft picks that they just desperately need to try to get something going. Especially when they, draft three quarterbacks in a year and they can't figure out who's gonna
Yeah.
be that guy.
Well, you know what's going to happen, right? That 2027 first round pick is going to be a quarterback.
I don't think so, purely because the chances of the Rams with one of the best offenses in the country and now having the defensive player of the year, the chances of them finishing out of the playoffs are less than 1%.
You know what? Fair enough.
And
Fair
so it's going
enough.
to be a really high first round pick. Now, can you get a great quarterback outside of that? Absolutely. Tom Brady, Lamar Jackson, famously a 32nd pick. Um, Dak Prescott. There's plenty of great quarterbacks out there.
You know what? That's a fun experiment. How are the Browns going to blow these picks?
Exactly. That's the real
That's a
question.
fun thought exercise. So they have a 2027 first, a 2028 second, and a 2029 third.
Hmm. Let me do some quick research on the run.
I'm thinking they draft a bust receiver in the first round. Second round, 2028, they go for maybe they find out Jared Verse doesn't fit their system. They trade him. They draft a replacement edge in 2028, And 2029 third round is probably just going to be O line.
Well, here's what I was looking up: is when is Deshaun Watson's contract up? This is the last year of his contract.
I was going to say it's got to be soon.
This is the last year of his contract because of the way it was structured. They got a bunch of dead money they're going to be paying him in 2027, 2028. So if he doesn't come out and end up being old Deshaun Watson, the one that was getting 2 or 3 massages a week, if he doesn't come out and be that guy, then he's gone after this year. They still got a lot of money they can't afford, but when you got a rookie contract quarterback that's actually making moves, it works out. So, and then they still have their own pick, first round pick this year. So they
Hmm.
might end up with 2 first rounders. Maybe they do pick up that quarterback early if they play badly enough, which I don't see them not doing it.
Yeah, it's very, very
Um,
possible.
it doesn't matter how good Jared Verse is. When you can trade Miles Garrett for anyone else, it's a downgrade, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
When you trade the man who set the record for a prospect, it's a downgrade.
Yeah, yeah. So nothing against Jared, but when you go away from number one, it's downgrade no matter what.
Yeah.
So the defense takes a downgrade. They're getting draft picks out of it. Unless Deshaun Watson comes out and is just old self lights out, then they have a bad year, and then they're set up with a bunch of picks, and they got to take a quarterback. Um, I feel terrible about the Browns sabotaging uh, Arch Manning's football career
Yeah.
as it happens because he doesn't have that Baker Mayfield gene where he just goes out there and balls. He doesn't give a fuck who he's playing for. It just ruins your career until you go somewhere else and hopefully they can fix it. Um, but rarely it happens. They just assume you're trash because you played like trash, but it's not your fault. You play for the Browns. What I'm saying here is fuck the Cleveland Browns. Fuck the Cleveland Browns. Um, Jets, you're a close second, but Cleveland, you're first.
I feel I feel like, and maybe this is a vibes pick, but I feel like I would want one of them to be good one day. But I think when I put the two together, I think I want the Jets to be good one day over the Browns.
I would have nothing more for the Cleveland Browns just to be so bad they get dissolved from the NFL and they dissolve the team, they move it somewhere else.
Okay, relegate them
New
to the
ownership,
UFL.
regulated to the UFL. Yeah, sure. Uh, that'd be hilarious. Um, I would
That'd
rather
be
the
awesome.
Jets be good because then you got another team to compete against the Patriots, who are it's too early for them to come back for another dynasty.
Well, they
And
kind of sabotage themselves.
yeah, and the Bills. So Miami's taking a step back right now, but if Miami comes back, you have a really competitive conference.
Okay.
Um, yeah. So Miles Garrett to the Rams.
Yep.
I'll tell you this: I took all the money that I had on the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl, and I put it on the Rams. I just went ahead and moved it over.
I feel like
Felt
that.
like a safe bet.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's bad financial advice, but
It's always bad financial advice, but
yeah. There you go.
you know, anything else in the NFL?
No, I think we're gonna have to keep a closer eye on off-season news though, just because they're apparently they're making moves over there in the off-season.
Hmm.
You want to jump over to college real quick? A little brief
Okay.
dip into college football.
Oh yeah,
Another
yeah, yeah.
an, another sport that doesn't have a lot of off-season news. Uh, Devin, I want to talk to you about the hypothetical.
Okay, all right.
So, Texas, Sarkeesian, I mean, and that's your boy. Uh, yeah, that's your boy. Sarkeesian's been talking a lot of shit, which, personally, I talk your shit. I don't mind it. But he was making some little comments about, you can't take basket weaving when you're over here at UT. You got to take some real classes. You got to get real credits, this, that, and the third. And Texas, oh, and he was also talking about how Texas Tech may not have the strongest schedule. How some Texas schools are playing these cupcake teams and
Hmm.
skating by the season. So I am, I'm a fringe Texas fan. Mainly, I'm a Texas fan when Devin is cheering on OU.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I was about to say the only time they talk about Texas is when they beat OU, and I got to listen to it. It's
I
like,
mean,
shut the fuck up. You don't
I
even know who
mean,
the name five players.
almost runners. That's really what it's all about. But I am I get look. I left Texas a long time ago when they were doing when they were doing honestly Cleveland Brown stuff. But I got my distant love. When you come in screaming boomer, it's it's
It
11:03.
triggers you.
It's 11:03. You still sucks. That's just what it is. But in a move that I love, Texas Tech was like, "Hey, we got a weak schedule. That's no problem. Let me tell you what I'm gonna do. These first 2 weeks, I got. You're right. You're 100% right. I got a cupcake team week one, and I believe you have a cupcake team week one. So what I did was I hit both teams up, and we said we'll pay for them the same fee that they were gonna get to play us. We'll pay that fee, and we just won't play them. They get to keep their money, but we won't play them, and that opens the door wide open for you to come play us, Texas. So what do you say? And you know, I'm a Texas fan, fringe Texas fan, if I'm being fair, but I love a move like that because that's some backyard football shit, and I love it.
First of all, 100% love that. Texas Tech put their balls on the table
Hmm.
and they said, "Hey, you might be the guy, you might have the name Texas University of Texas, but I'm gonna put this oil money on the table. I'm gonna put my dick and balls on the table, and I'm gonna pay off your team. I'm gonna pay off my team, and we're gonna play each other. We can play each other week one. We can play each other week zero. Whatever you want. Come beat us. First of all, this would be an electric week zero Jerry's World
Oh, I
game.
was gonna say that's the part I left out. Hey, if you're having issues with the venue, I talked to Jerry Jones. He said the house is open. Come on through.
What an electric week zero game. Which, by the way, week zero football is great warm up football. You don't see any really like tight, close matches. It's a lot of like or no like real big matches. Texas Tech versus Texas in Jerry's World for week zero would be such a great kickoff to the college football year. And it
It
should
would.
happen every year.
Thank you. It would revolutionize football. It would revolutionize college football.
First of all, Texas Tech said, "Hey, I might be your little brother, but I ain't smaller than you, right?"
Texas Tech is saying Texas is afraid to come outside. And I'm not even a Tech
Oh, come
fan, but I
outside.
love it so much.
When you talk shit on the internet and a few minutes later there's a knock on your door,
Oh yeah.
not that I would know what that is,
Yeah.
because I'm a nice
And you
guy.
know
Never
what?
touched
And you know what? It's a great precedent to set because I promise you, UTSA will do it one day. Texas State will do it one day. All the all these smaller Texas schools will tell Texas to come outside one day. Or, if Tech pulls this off and Tech is the big powerhouse in Texas, the Birds will do it to Tech. It's no problem. I
I'm gonna
love
tell
the
you right
idea.
now,
I love the idea
when
of
I
Texas schools being just so badass that we're fighting each other, and it's the powerhouse. There's like a powerhouse conference within Texas that you have to go through.
I I freaking love it. And hopefully Texas loses every game. Um,
I mean,
I can say that for sure.
I don't know about
Everyone
that.
would love that. Everyone liked that.
I don't know if that's the case.
Everyone liked that.
I don't. I mean, there's one
Um,
or two. There's one game they can win.
I mean, what, Texas State? I'd be fine with Texas beat Texas State.
No, no, yeah, you're covering up that hat for a reason. That's all I'm saying.
What? What are we talking about? This hat?
Okay. Now the one on the wall.
My Brahmas hat?
No, no,
You
no.
like my UTRGV hat?
Hey, I mean, that one's a good. I would love our UTRGV to come challenge Texas one day. That'd be nice.
Yeah, we're a bit of a ways off on that one. Let them let's see how they do against UTSA this year.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta. It's like you gotta work your way up the Mortal Kombat ladder, right?
Like, yeah,
I mean,
give
they're
them
not
give
gonna.
them 20, 30, 40, 50 years.
Yeah, they're not gonna be UTSA. They're still at the bottom, but
I can tell you right now, if I just tomorrow had $1 billion, the amount of money I would put into UTSA football would be
oh,
so stupid. My wife would be
with
pissed. My wife would be so
without
pissed. I'd be,
without hesitation. Not even. We're not even gonna get anybody, but just to get them to the next level, I would do it in a heartbeat.
oh, I
You,
would. I'm all like, hey, listen, how much do you want to come play? How much are you gonna go play at Ohio State for? Well, I'm gonna play for 3 million, dude. I got five right here.
yeah.
I got five right here.
If your UTSA Alumni Association, look away because I'm not 100% telling the truth right now, but I would 100% do that.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, here's 5 million right here. I got 5 million for you. Don't worry about it.
Don't
Come
call
play for
my
UTSA.
don't call me, I'll call you. But yeah, I'd do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah. I'm gonna send like 100 million to OU, be like, do what you gotta do, make sure I have box seats for life, whatever. But like the 20 or 30 million or 200 or 300 million, I'm gonna drop into UTSA. And if the situation were reversed, if Peyton was here, he would do that for UTRGV.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Now they don't have NIL and all that stuff, but the facilities and the stadium would just be they'd rename the stadium after him. The facilities would be the most top-notch facilities you've
Oh,
ever seen in an FCS
those
school.
those food trucks outside the stadium, top notch.
The food truck and the soccer box right there at the 50-yard line,
Yep.
top notch.
But yeah,
All right, well,
I mean, who do you
that's
get?
trash talk.
I mean, I guess who do you got in the hypothetical?
Texas Tech, because I'll never cheer for Texas.
Damn.
Do I think Texas Tech is good enough to beat Texas? I think it's a slim chance. Am I going to take Texas Tech out of pure hate for Texas? Absolutely. I do it absolutely.
Yeah, I would love to see Texas pull the backyard football move and win. Or I'm sorry, Texas Tech to pull off the back. Texas afraid to come outside and then beat them, but I don't see it.
The best thing we can hope for. It's a good game.
If Texas played Texas Tech week 0 and lost, throw the whole season away. That's a game they cannot lose at this point.
Oh
If
yeah, well
Chris,
you can't do it after your coach talks shit, right?
yeah,
How are you supposed to trust your coach? How are you supposed to trust your coach if you can't back it up?
oh yeah, yeah. Sarkisian
And
has to
then
ride home with headphones on at that point.
yeah, yeah. It's like, you work food service, I work food service. When you have a manager that can't do anything on the line,
Hmm.
do you respect that manager at all?
Absolutely not.
Nope. If they can tell you the numbers, but they can't jump in and slice the fucking brisket and get the line going, what are
Yeah,
we doing here?
if
What are
they
we
tell
doing here?
if they tell you you need to pick up your ticket times and they hop on and it gets slower, oh,
137%.
and that's probably
137%.
and this is probably why Texas will not take the game because Sarkisian cannot afford that smoke week 0.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's the trash talk slash college football part. Anything else we got outside of the UFL?
No, no. There's a pretty light week in anticipation for the game too.
Mm-hmm. So we'll move on to the UFL. We are in the first round of the playoffs, and we're pumped. A couple teams we expected to be here. DC and the Stallions are both here.
Yep.
Surprisingly, neither one of them is the number one seed. DC, the reigning champs, does not look good after they lost their quarterback. Obviously, there's not a lot of quarterback depth in the UFL, unfortunately. So when you lose that player, you got issues. Um, so we got game one, Orlando hosting DC. Now this game is funny because originally they did not have the Orlando Stadium for the game because it's already been booked by, I believe, England for warm-ups and practices coming into the World Cup that starts very soon. I believe the 11th. Yes. So a week from today.
Oh,
Actually, a week from yesterday, next Thursday. I
it's a whole new
believe it's
level
the
of
14th.
tailgating.
11th, is it the 11th or the 19th? I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Yeah. So it's Friday night. We're filming after game two. Next Thursday we get our first game. So Mexico, South Africa to kick off the World Cup. Which we're going to be super invested in it now for some reason. I don't care about soccer any time of year, but as soon as the World Cup starts, I'm like, I'm that close to the screen. Um,
Yeah.
so I don't know if you followed the saga of the stadium, but they could not host the playoff game there. So they announced they were going to have the game at Columbus. So
Yep.
Columbus, who did not make the playoffs, suddenly has a playoff game. A couple days later, they go, "Hey, guess what? We got a game secured at Daytona, which is just an hour away from Orlando. It's close. We have a home game. Season ticket holders get free tickets, and every other ticket is $10. We want a packed house. Show up in Daytona. We're gonna have a home game for the Orlando Storm." So Columbus got eliminated from the playoffs twice, which is hilarious. But the UFL did do the right thing. Some people were like, "This is such bullshit. I can't." No, the UFL did the right thing.
Yeah.
They weren't going to beat the FIBA and the World Cup out of a contract that has already been secured. It wasn't going to happen. They got the game close. It was a little shaky, but they did it. They did the right thing. So good on the UFL, good on Mike Rapoli for making that happen. Um, so now we get to the actual game. DC has to play Orlando for the third time. I'm taking Orlando. I don't even have the spread. Orlando, best team in the league right now.
Let me tell you. See, Orlando -3.
Yep, three. We got a 3-point favorite. I don't. I mean, DC is going to play. They're going to play, but it's going to get away from them late, like the games have. Um, and of course, they should have home field, and the tickets should be cheap, and people should show up. Hopefully, they show up. Hopefully, they're advertising these games big time. Also, if the tickets are free for the season ticket holders, I mean, all of them should show up. We got that game Sunday at 3 Eastern, or excuse me. Oh, it says
Two.
yeah, 3 Eastern, 2 my
Oh
time.
yeah, 3.
Um, Taking the storm on that one. So
Yeah,
And
same
like I was
bets.
saying earlier, you got the Battlehawks in DC, teams you kind of expected to be here. And then you got two new teams that just started playing. Orlando, who's looked great all year. And then you got the Louisville, who looked like they had that spark early on, but couldn't get a win. And then they just ran the table after that. So they're in for the next game, which will be in St. Louis. The Kings battle St. Louis. St. Louis is a 1.5 point favorite. Um, Even with that, I still want to cheer for the Kings. I think the King. Well, I want to cheer for the Kings, but I think the Kings have it.
Yeah. I, I mean, the vibes pick is definitely the better story. It's the story.
And it would just be so cool if two brand new teams that just started playing both made it. I mean,
Yeah.
technically every team is kind of brand new because everyone kind of redrafted, everyone got new coaches.
Mhm.
But having two just established teams make it would be great. Would be awesome. You would love to see it. And then the Kings potentially getting the win. I would be happy with either one of those teams really winning it. I could watch that game as a true neutral, honestly.
Yeah, I think so. I think that, yeah, that's gonna be the win for football game.
Yeah. So I'm taking Storm. I'm taking the Kings. Who do you got?
I think I'm going Storm Battlehawks. So if Battlehawks are at home, you know, they haven't really had a bad game. You know, they've lost some close ones really. And, you know, they're 4 loss. I can't really say there was ever a game where they just didn't have it. It was just, you know, they lost them late. I think Battlehawks at home, I'm going Battlehawks.
Battlehawks lost to the Renegades last game of the season. God dang, my phone is bright. Oh my goodness. Oh, I realized I never turned on my lamp. That's why. Hold on.
I just Jesus, Jesus wanted to tell you something.
Just quick vibe check on me. Wonder if I can get this plugged in and working while you talk about your teams a little bit more.
Let's see. And Battlehawks, well, okay, Battlehawks lost to the Renegades week 10.
Yeah.
They're already in.
So what?
So you're not really, that's that week 10, we're comparing week 10 to playoff football.
I don't know. Are we? You started this conversation, Raymond.
You're the one who brought up they lost to the Renegades.
Oh, I didn't. You just brought it up right now.
Damn, that's just strong.
No, I'm fucking with Raymond. All right. So only boy place we're disagreeing. Kings, Battlehawks
Yeah,
should be a good game either way.
I think so.
Um, Very excited for some football this weekend. I don't have to work super late, so that's great. I might get to see the second game.
Nope.
Um, that's the UFL. We've
Yeah,
we've made it through his whole season. Season went well. I think viewership numbers are up a lot. I will say this about Mike Repley. Mike Repley was a douchebag in the offseason, but he was great in season. He's a great
yeah.
in-season guy and hopefully a better off-season guy going into the next off-season. Because he was kind of a douchebag. Maybe he's getting there. Maybe he's figuring it out.
I'm thinking maybe actually working a full season might have humbled him a little bit.
I mean, yeah, every time like, oh well, this didn't work. It's our first try. It's like, brother, it's people's money.
Mhm. And it's not the
Um,
people's first run of the UFL.
exactly. Good point. So that's the UFL. Anything else you want to talk about, Raymond?
Uh, you know, maybe just a personal development for us. I think we've been lapsing on some NHL news. We're in the NHL playoffs. I mean, granted, neither one of us big NHL fans, but I think we can stand a touch on it.
I mean,
Do
go for it.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying
I don't know. I don't know enough about the NHL.
yeah, I'm saying
Talk about it.
I'm saying we need to look into it.
I mean, we say at the beginning of the podcast, it's mostly football.
We do say it's mostly football, but
We do say it. There's a
we're
disclaimer right there. No one can be mad. You guys ain't talking about hockey enough, brother. I ain't watched a full hockey game in my life.
hey, maybe homework. But
No, I got too much going on, dude.
we're about to go into we're 2 weeks away from no football. So we're gonna have to find something. Oh, we're about to find
What's that?
MLQ is about to start up. That's what we're about to get into.
Hopefully, I do hope so.
Let's see.
Um, let's see. Let's see. No, we're not pulling it up right now. It's bedtime. It's bedtime.
You're not pulling it up.
I guess a couple things I do want to bring up. Raymond, does it sound familiar? A 6 point comeback. What does that make you think of?
A 6 point comeback?
Down by six, a little over halfway through a game, and you come back and you win it by one. What does that make you sound? What does that sound like? Like you
I don't
wouldn't call
know.
a 6 game football comeback a
Yeah,
comeback. You wouldn't
yeah.
even basketball really you wouldn't call that.
No.
What's a sport you could play where coming back down by six would be a big
I mean,
deal?
I, I would say hockey for one or soccer.
Hockey, soccer, those are both great. That's not what I'm thinking about.
I mean, hey, don't do it. Don't go where I'm thinking you're going.
Where am I going, Raven?
There's there's absolutely no way that you're doing this.
What are you talking about, Raven?
You know what? Go ahead. What are you referring to?
I'm talking about the beautiful, great comeback I had against Raymond on the mini golf course this week. Just yesterday,
Yeah.
Raymond was talking smack when I was at 12 strokes, 3 holes in. It was bad. I looked terrible. But that back nine, two, 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 three, two, 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 and I pulled out the win by one. Mm, undefeated.
A win's a win. I guess that's all we can really say. A win's a win.
Yep. Wins a win, Raymond. Anything else you wanted to add to the podcast?
Um, if you keep doing or pulling off five-stroke holes early on, I don't see that happening again. I don't see the comeback happening twice.
I can do it as early as one if you keep pulling them off towards the end and make a comeback.
Like you know what? Go honking, enjoy it. That's what I'll say.
I got one more question for you, Raymond.
All right.
Just because you said you were going to get me back and you didn't, I'm going to here to punish you because you
Well,
forgot.
okay, but no, I didn't forget
Who are
because
the
here's the
top
thing.
five Spurs scorers all
You
time
son of
in order?
a bitch.
Top five.
We're mourning. I spared you. I have it laid out, but I spared you.
Raymond, you
We're
thought,
going through a hard time, and I was trying to respect that.
Raymond, no breaks on the podcast. Raymond, I need the top five Spurs scorers of all time. If you get them in order,
I don't
if you
think
get them in order,
I
I give you a
definitely can't
point.
get him in. I definitely can't get him in order.
All right, hit me.
All right, we're going Tony Parker.
Tony Parker on the list.
We're going Manu Ginobili.
On the list.
We're going Tim Duncan.
On the list.
We're going David Robinson.
On the list.
And you know what? Let's throw a George Gervin on there. Walk off.
Now, give them to me in order.
I
You've
I don't
already
think.
passed. You've already passed. You've done it. You won. Give them to me in order, and I'll give you your kudos.
All right. Duncan won. Let's go. I'm thinking it's big man heavy. I'm gonna go Robinson 2,
Correct.
Gervin 3.
Correct.
Damn. Then we're gonna go.
Why are you looking at your computer?
I'm not. Oh, I have the MLQ schedule over here. I'm just looking off to the side. I can share screen if necessary.
Oh, no, that's fine. I trust you.
I'm going Ginobili
Okay.
and then Parker.
You got to flip Ginobili and Parker.
Yeah, I thought as much. I was banking on the threes.
Yep. Raymond, good job. I
Yep.
believed in you. You should have believed in yourself.
Yep. I tried to, you know what? It ain't too late. You know what? Let me pull it up.
Guys, that is the end of the
Let me
podcast
no,
right
no,
there. I
hold on, hold
appreciate you guys
on. Let me
being
pull it
here.
up. Let me pull
Please
it up. It's
like,
because it's
comment,
appropriate.
and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.
Why
Thank
you
you for
running?
watching.